What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 4 of my LMA Manager Let's Play here on YouTube. And today we have a double header. We're going to be taking on top of the table Kidderminster, and then we're going to be following it up with a League Cup first round game against Cardiff City. Now, this is a little bit sooner than I wanted to be back, in truth. Of course, if you watched last episode, it was a longer episode. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. There was a bit of a change in fortunes for us, I guess you could argue. Anyway, since that game, if we just take a quick look, where are we looking here? You can see the one game that we've played since the last episode was against Bury, and we won 6-0. It was a very good result. Claire got a hat-trick. They actually had a player sent off, but you can see it really was a fantastic performance by our team. The fact they had a red card in the first half really gave the game to us, and we made it count as we ran away clear winners in that game. So as you can see, looking at the division here, we are in second. Kidderminster, who we played today, are top of the table. They are unbeaten. Only other unbeaten team at the moment is Cambridge United, as you can see indicated by the green numbers. The top three in this group do go kind of up into the kind of Division 2, or League 1 as it's known now in real life. And that's really what we're going to be working towards here. You can see our goal difference sits at plus 15. We're walking the league at the moment. But, well, we did lose, of course, to Bournemouth in that very first game. And we've got something to prove here, I guess you could say, because we are going to be taking on Kidderminster, who, as you can see, they've been top of the table for a little while now. So anyway, let's get into this game. You may remember, if you watched the end of last episode, we were in the process of signing a player called Tate. He is still being in the process of being signed. He will be joining us, I think, immediately after this game. I don't know if the transfer windows were different back 14 years ago. Something tells me maybe there weren't even transfer windows for perhaps Division 2 and Division 3 teams years ago. If you know the rules behind that, let me know. Maybe they're just not in this game, because obviously in real life, the transfer window, it closes in... when does it close? It closes at the start of September, end of August. But in game here, it's September, and we still seem to be capable of signing players. Either way, here we go, Kidderminster. We're at Agaborough, which is their stadium. Don't recognise too many of their players, but they've got some pretty good players from what I've seen. And, well, they're top of their league, so they're not going to be pushovers. We are, of course, going to be sticking with our 4-3-3 and hoping that's going to work for us as, well, we want to see something magical. We want to see a good result here, and actually we're going to be coming forward with the ball. It's going to be McMahon at centre mid, kicks it forward, Smith's there, can he win the header? He does, held by Brock in goal for them, but a good early chance going our way. Some nice build-up play, and well, we're getting there, big ball up, Allen offside there, needs to watch his line, the left midfielder for us. A little bit disappointing for him to be caught offside there, but we're on the attack here. Oh my gosh, what an effort that was by Daryl Clare, whizzed past the post, but a really good effort by him, and so far so good, a good effort there. Saved away by the keeper again. But things are looking quite good for us. McMahon now with the ball. Lays it to Allen, the left midfielder. Can he cross it in? He goes for a shot. What are you doing there, Allen? This is a must-win game for us, and you are shooting from stupid angles. Can he do something better this time? No, he shoots again. One more shot, Allen, like that. You're off the pitch, son. I'm taking you off. Like a naughty child being dragged home by their parents when they're out and about doing stuff. If you know, one more mishap, you're coming home, sunshine, or to the dugout, I should say. Claire hits it, saved. Thomas looked offside there, but it's not been given. He scored. I'm pretty sure that was offside when Claire shot. Were the offside rules different back then, or is that just a bug in the game? Maybe he wasn't off when the shot went in. It's hard to tell. I wish I had a better angle to view it from. But we do take the lead here against Kidderminster. A must-win game, of course. The game following this, not so much must-win against Cardiff City, but they are a Division 2 side. We are, of course, in Division 3. And they're a good Division 2 side. So, really, in that game, I'd like to give them a good match if we can and see how we can get on in the League Cup. But we should focus on this game for now. Still yet to get to half-time here. It's 41 minutes gone. We might have one last chance in the half, maybe. Claire laying it back. Rooney, the right-back, runs forward. Lays it to Thomas. Can he hit it? Crosses it in, actually. Smith, back post. Can he win the header? Headed away. Back into the mixer. Smith with the effort. Saved by Brock. Half-time, it's going to be 1-0, but it's been a really good display by us early on here. If we just take a quick look, we have been running rampant in this game. Kidderminster yet to have a shot on target. Just the one shot for them. We've been looking pretty good in this game. We've had 54% of possession. A lot of the ball has been in their half. Hopefully that can continue going into the second half. Looking at our defenders, they've had a really good performance, particularly Rooney at right back. But just the whole team is performing well right now. We just need to put the cherry on top of the cake, you know, get a few more goals, pull a little bit further clear. That's kind of, I guess, what going to be what we aim for now. And hopefully with that, we can obviously get the 3 points that we want to try and get from this game. Although that was a good save by Duke in goal for us. Kidderminster in the second half coming out with the traps flying. They had a really good chance there, but we have dealt with it. And now we're bringing the ball forward. Clare looked offside. It's not been given. He hits the woodwork. Can he get the rebound? He can't. With Smith, though, now another shot. Brock saves it this time. And, well, I think the crossbar's still rattling after that effort by Daryl Clare. He hit that with so much power. Can McMahon make something happen from the set piece? That's going to fly over the crossbar, unfortunately, for us. That said, we're still on the attack. Daryl Clare beats his man, cutting inside on that right foot of his. Can't get there. Brock with the save. Can we try again? Take two. Not this time. Allen to Smith. Crosses it. Picked up by Brock there at in the centre. And, well, we have to try and build again here. Daryl Clare looked like he was fouled. A long shot. Oh, my gosh. That was a late tackle there by Craney. He has seen red. He has been sent off there. That was a really late tackle. Now can we make something happen? They're down a man. We're up a goal. Really, though, I'd like to be up a few more. With just the 1 goal margin, it's not quite so convincing. We might have a chance here. Brian maraudering forward, hits it. Brock with another save. I think it's fair to say that Kidderminster's goalkeeper has kept this game respectable for them in terms of the scoreline. We have been all over them in this game. And we're bringing the ball forward again here. Woodward to Clare. Laid back. Woodward tries to pass the ball forward. Intercepted, but we still have it. And now it's actually Kidderminster going to be bringing the ball forward. They're down a man, but they're still looking to try and make something happen. Big ball up here for us. Brian, the right midfielder, flicked on. Thomas, can he finish that? He passes it to Smith. Really nice passing goal in the end. It's going to be Smith with the goal. I just realised that I've accidentally hit right trigger at some point and switched us to all-out attack in this game. That was not my intentions. And that's really easy to do on this Xbox One controller I'm using, but we've done it. Right, let's turn off all-out attack. I don't know how long we were on all-out attack for, but it was working for us. It's not cost us today. That's something, right? And, well, we've not long left in this game. We're looking very good. They're down a man. We are all over them as well as things stand. And I think with 4 minutes left, it's safe to say we are going to be winning this game. It's a case of, can we get another, really? It's 2-0. There's 1 minute of injury time. Long-range effort flies over the crossbar, but that is a really good result. A 2-0 win against our promotional rivals there. Craney sent off for them. We did get that late goal in the 80th minute, really, to make sure of the fixture as a whole. But 2-0 is a good little result there. And it does see us top the table for the first time. 21 goals scored in 7 games. 4 goals scored against. So we don't have the best defence in the league. In fact, that kind of title goes to Rushden and Diamonds, who in 7 games have won 3, drawn 3 and lost 1. But we still look very good. And, well, you can see ourselves and Hull City kind of on the ascent right now. The league is pretty tight behind us, but we do have a 4-point gap onto the team in third Hull. So that's a nice kind of little margin to build up. And, well, going into the League Cup, we have a good league standing, a good position, and hopefully something that we can now just retain. That's really got to be the aim here, to hold on to what we have in terms of a league position. Our next opponents are going to be Cardiff. They've got some very good players. Hamilton apparently had a really good game. They beat Plymouth 4-0. Yeah, okay, so they're not going to be pushovers, I think it's fair to say, based off that. Tate has now joined our squad. I thought that might be the case. That's really good to see. Duke has also improved. Let's move Tate into our side. I'm sorry, I didn't want to move Douglas in goal. I wanted to apologise to Douglas for the fact he's now about to be dropped. Tate comes onto the bench. Waterman is back now from his suspension. I think he was actually back last game, but we kind of just left him out the squad as a punishment. Smith is exactly as good as Tate, so we've got a little bit of rotation perhaps that we can do there. Tate is 27. He's actually scored 3 goals in 8 games, which is the exact same record as Smith has. So that's kind of interesting. Of course, Tate coming from Bristol, so I might even give him a chance in this game over Smith. Looking at it, Daryl Clare with 6 goals scored. Thomas with 5 goals scored. Our midfield, they've got a few goals between us. Defensively, not too many goals coming there. And actually, Duke played 8, conceded 5. Not the craziest defensive record just yet, I think it's fair to say for us. Anyway, let's move forward into our next game. It's at home. It's against Cardiff. We saw that they beat Plymouth, one of their divisional rivals, 4-0 in their last game. So that's not going to be an easy game to try and win. And I'm expecting a tough challenge in kind of the first knockout round of the League Cup. As far as, well, I say the first knockout round, we played in a playoff, of course, last time, which we simulated over. But regardless, now it's going to be a little bit interesting, that League Cup game. And it's going to be a midweek fixture against the Division 2 outfit, and well, we're going to be looking to try and make something happen. If we just take a quick look at their squad, they're actually top. They're unbeaten in their group. So this should be a good challenge for us to see where we stand. Of course, we've got a lot of money. We've brought in some very good players. I feel like we should be able to give them a good game. And, well, it's up to my players to try and prove that now. If we just compare our squad to theirs in terms of the average ratings, you can see most of their players just off 4 bars from the end. If you look at our players, they are a little bit worse. But perhaps playing this 4-3-3 that served us well, perhaps with an informed Daryl Clare, we can try and get a good result in this game. That's really got to be the aim in this match. And I'm hopeful and somewhat confident that we should be able to do that today. In terms of the team, I'm actually going to bring Bennett back into the squad at centre mid. We're going to try and play the best team we can, and that's kind of what we're going to go with. We're going to go with Duke, Harkness at left back, the 31-year-old, Morgan and Woodward in the centre of the defence, Waterman at right back, coming back from that suspension. Hopefully he can be a good boy today. Out on the left we go with Allen, centre mid we go with Bennett, right mid we go with Brian, up front Tate making his debut today alongside Daryl Clare and Thomas. Let's see what we can do here though. This is a big game for us. This is a test, I guess you could say. Be nice to go on a little bit of a cup run in the League Cup. Can't say that I'm really expecting us to go too far in this competition, but if we could cause a few upsets, maybe get a win against Cardiff, you know, something to remember the season by, as well as hopefully a promotion. I feel like that's what we've got to aim for. In terms of the Cardiff City team, they're playing a 4-3-3 as well. Don't recognise too many of their players. I recognise Robert Earnshaw. Is that Willie Bolland, the centre mid number 12? That might not be him. Is that Graham Kavanagh as well? And is it Dean Hamilton? I don't know. I feel like I'm giving first names to some of these players. And Gary Croft as well. So a few players there that I recognise. Maybe, if it's the players that I think they are. Either way, let's see what we can do here. They're playing a 4-3-3. We're playing a 4-3-3. Let's see who has the better striking and kind of firepower in general. Oh my gosh, a long shot from them early on. An early test for Duke in goal for us. We're bringing forward the ball here though. Tate, kind of our left striker. Let's see what he can do on his kind of debut, I guess, for the club. It's going to be a test. Daryl Clare should have scored. Puts it wide. Really good chance for us. 8 minutes gone. That was a golden opportunity. We might still have a chance here. Daryl Clare probably could have run clean for on goal then and taken a shot. Instead, he elected to go for the pass. Didn't find its target. Cardiff there with a long shot. Saved away. Might have another chance here. Cleared away. And, well, we're going to deal with it. Now can we break? Tate. Croft fouls him. He's already got 4 yellow cards of the season. That tells you a lot about a player's character, I feel like, after 7 games to have 4 yellow cards. Perhaps we can look to exploit that down the left-hand side today as we are on the attack. Daryl Clare. Shot blocked. We do have a set piece though. Morgan can't get to the ball. Now with Allen, crosses it. And it's cleared away. And, well, it's a tight game at the moment. Cardiff, they've not had too many up-close shots, but they have got a chance here. Tackled though well. It's been a tight game so far. We've perhaps had the better of the chances. I don't feel like I'm biased in saying that, but at 0-0, with the quality that Cardiff have going forward, we need to start trying to take away some of these chances we get. And I feel like we do want to try and get at least our noses ahead in this game as soon as we can, particularly if we're on top. Duke, nice save there. One of the first times he's been called into action. Set piece now for Cardiff, just a wasted corner really. But Duke made a good save in the build-up to that. Now can we make something happen here? Brian, the right mid, unable to get there. Duke again, nice little bit of collection by him in goal. He is playing very, very well for us. And so far, it's okay. Harkness puts in a bad tackle, gives away a free kick. Cardiff bring the ball forward. Just get rid of the ball here, Morgan. Boots it clear. Half-time, 0-0. A good result so far. I'd be quite happy with a draw here against the Division 2 side. We've been, I don't want to say we've been kind of on par with them, but I definitely feel like we've not been outclassed by them thus far in this match. Duke's been called into action a few more times than perhaps I'd like, and I wouldn't say we've had a ton of real clear-cut chances. We had that Daryl Clare chance after 8 minutes, but with the exception of that, not a lot. Although we might have a chance here. A header by Thomas, tipped over the crossbar by Alexander. A good opportunity though, and now Brian having an effort, saved by the keeper, goes wide. Now can we get the ball and we can't. Alexander comes out to his penalty spot to collect that corner. Exceptional match engine. Couldn't even tell the difference because he's in blue and his team's in blue. We're on the attack here though. Thomas, shot blocked. Can we make something happen? We can't, but well, so far in the second half, I feel like we've perhaps been the better of the two teams. I might look to make a sub, maybe bring on some fresh legs. Let's see how this chance emerges though. Tate, ball doesn't quite get to him. Maybe a second chance to here. Allen dispossessed. Martinez offside for them. Brine, up to Thomas. Can he find a way through? He can't. In fact, he can. It's a penalty. Thomas steps up and smashes it home. Not a lot of a cool-down period there between the foul and the penalty itself. But we get the goal. It's Thomas with it. It's his second cup goal of the season. He got one in the game against Bristol. He scores the penalty here today to give us the lead against the Division 2 leaders. Daryl Clare, big ball forward to Tate. Can't get there. Now it's Bennett. Thomas is offside. How has our team performed? It's been a pretty good performance so far. Allen's not been great. Tate could be better. I think they're the two players that will take off. So I'll bring on Angel, and we'll also bring on Smith for Tate. So we're going to go with a double change there, just get some fresh legs on. Down the left-hand side, our left midfielder and our left striker. Hopefully going to have a bit of a kind of impact now, switching those around. Angel, a player, of course, was at the club when we took over. Smith, a good striker, only recently really lost his position to Tate. Perhaps a chance here to prove to me that he is the better player out of himself and Tate. Ball forward, though. Thomas can't win that. Was that an initial ball in by Smith there? Shame that he couldn't get the cross to meet its man, but at least it's a good ball in. How are they doing a sub when the ball didn't go out of play? Or did the ball go out of play and I didn't notice? Was it a throw-in? Okay, apparently it was a throw-in. I didn't think the ball went out there. It didn't look like it, I must admit. Wasn't paying 100% attention, but it just looked a little bit weird there. But I'm not going to argue with the match engine. Apparently it did go out of play. We're on the attack here. Daryl Clare hits it on the turn. Alexander saves. 10 minutes left for Cardiff to try and get into this game. And, well, save their tournament life. Waterman clears the ball there. Ball in, and, well, Cardiff, they have saved themselves. Fawn from a yard out, being a thorn in our side. A set piece finds its way into the back of the net. Cardiff draw level. I'm not sure if this game will go to extra time or to a second leg. I believe it will be extra time here in the League Cup. Not entirely sure. I feel like the rules for these competitions have changed over the last 14 years. So we'll enjoy the suspense potentially. Although that said, I mean, there's still time here for Cardiff to get back and win this game. Or ourselves, of course. That said, it's actually Cardiff with the ball. Nice tackle, though. Now can we break Thomas? Massive ball up to Daryl Clare. Wins it. Nods it down. Straight to Gabadon, though. And now it's an effort there by Cardiff. Duke with a nice save. We are going to extra time here. We're looking for a miracle. I don't want a penalty shootout if we can avoid it. Big ball up here by Cardiff. We're going to deal with it. I tell you what, we've gone toe-to-toe with the Division 2 leaders right now. A team yet to lose in the league, and we've taken them to extra time. That is a feat in itself. We're on the ball here as well. Smith hits it. Hits the post. Thomas, is he offside? I don't think he is. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. He scores. Daryl Clare celebrates. Thomas with his second goal of the game. Of course, scored from the penalty spot. This time, gets somewhat of a tap in. It was the initial effort, I believe, by Daryl Clare or maybe Smith that just hit the post horribly. He was miles offside when the shot was taken. I'm not going to complain. It's 2-1. We are going through as things stand, of course. We've got to keep our heads on in this game as Campbell has a chance. Robbie Earnshaw coming on for them. I am terrified right now. Header won at the near post, but Duke holds on to it. 102 minutes gone. We look okay at the moment. Can we deal with this? It's half time. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. They have an effort. Duke holds on to it. 10 minutes left. Come on, boys. Surely we can hold on. Can we get a third? Not there. We can't. Alexander, the keeper, collects it. But for a second, I believed it was going to happen. It was going to be possible that we were going to get a third goal and put the game beyond doubt. I mean, it could still be beyond doubt. There's 4 minutes left. It's a shot. It's a goal. It's Robbie Earnshaw, a player who I have some respect for. He gets the goal to make it 2-2, to crush my dreams. He's come on off the bench, and the Welsh maestro, he finds the top right corner. And, well, he puts Cardiff back in this game. That said, 3 minutes left. Surely there isn't another goal left in this game. It seems destined to go to penalties, though. Thomas going through. Brian offside there. Got to watch his line a little bit. Can we make something happen here, though? We can't. We don't have very good penalty takers, folks. I think it's time that we say a prayer, because we may well need it. Let's get into the penalties. Thomas scores. Fawn to take one for them. He scores. Daryl Clare steps up to the plate. It's 2-1 to us. We've got the early penalty advantage. Earnshaw shoots. He scores. It's 2-2. No penalties missed so far. Smith steps up for us. Saved by the keeper. Now Kavanagh for them. Rifles it into the top right corner. A great penalty. Brine, loads of pressure on him and he blasts it wide. Campbell to shoot and score for the game. Cardiff going through. It's a cruel way to be knocked out. I'm not sure what dance he is doing, but I feel mocked and mortified. Smith and Bryan missed their penalties. It finishes 2-2 on the night, but the penalties go the way of Cardiff. A tight game, a cruel way to lose out, but a lack of penalty takers may well have cost us there, I think it's fair to say. But regardless, a really good performance. Heartbreaking to concede that late equaliser at the hands of Robbie Earnshaw. But Cardiff, they were a good team in that game. I really want to check out the stats for that match and just see how close it was. If I can find out where the fixtures are. I found it before. Where is it? That's next match. How do we get to the game we just played? How do we relive? I don't know if I want to relive it, if I'm honest. Here we go. Right, match. Duke got man of the match. Massive shout out to him. He played really well for us. In terms of the stats, Cardiff probably edged it. It was a very even game. Duke, man of the match performance by him. So unfortunate to lose on penalties, but that is something we have to deal with. I'm just wondering if there's a way to see more fixtures. Of course, last episode you guys only missed the one fixture, but I don't know if there's a way to view kind of all our fixtures as a whole. You'd assume there would be. I'm going to have a hunt for it. I'm not going to do it in this episode, though. That will bore you guys to death. I'm going to end this episode here. Good episode. Good initial result. Heartbreaking result against Cardiff, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hopefully we can now plod on in the league and kind of, I guess, assert our dominance in this division. In terms of when we'll be back, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully you guys will stick around for it, though, and whenever you are, next here, we'll be on the ascent once more. Anyway, guys, that is all from me. If you've enjoyed this episode, as always, smash the like button. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.